All right, we got a nice late fall, early winter cloud cover going on. It's not cold, it's not hot, it's just working time. So start with these grasses here. Same thing you've been seeing me do, just rolling through, trimming and cleaning up. So see what kind of footage we get. Got my man Chris here, boom, showed up to help, and it's always helped beneficial to my day. Gentlemen, once you learn this stuff out here, there is endless income throughout the entire year. I'm telling you, take the time to learn this stuff. Find those neighborhoods that have these yards, these landscapes that need to be tended to. Throw out your information to them, meet with them, throw out your knowledge, and pretty much you're gonna land a lot of work. You'll be busy and you'll have income all the way up to Christmas for sure. Out here getting it done. Grasses, boxwoods, perennials, a couple trees. It is a flat top. Chris is picking up some perennial trimmings. Sedums. Got that little guy trimmed. Usually we trim this one good, but I was trying to train it because any branches that are growing sideways need to be cut out so they grow upright. Over the past 3 years, I got most of them grown up. So, only a few snips. So you'll see here, right about my waist height is where I usually trim this shrub back to. The first year I trimmed it back hard because it had all sorts of crazy growth on it. Sideways, going down to the ground, just totally misshaped. So now, this year, as I said, we're just gonna remove these sideways limbs and look at this beauty next season. All right. So you can see, everything's growing up now and not sideways. That's all it need to be done. It's taking like 2 or 3 years to train it back to a good health. So now we're gonna trim down these. Not much to them, just a little bit trimming. These perennials here, they're going into seed, so we're gonna leave those till springtime. These are also going to seed. Not trimming those. Got some big shrubs. That's a thorny one there. Rose of Sharon, snip it back. The Rose of Sharon, we've already gone over the trimming techniques about trimming right above the new growth nodes. And this tree has beautiful blooms, and you can trim it back as hard as you want to keep it at your desired height. Beautiful tree. Now again, I went in there and trimmed any sideways branches because you want everything standing up, growing up. You don't want to grow sideways. We'll walk back here and get into this perennial cutback and show you there's always differences. You better know these shrubs before you start trimming on them. Knowledge is power. The more you learn, the more you know, the more you're worth. show you something real quick. You just saw me trim that perennial back. I didn't trim it to the ground because all these tiny little buds, it's where next year's growth comes from. So you saw me just slice off the top 3 feet of it, but that's a little bit over top of my knee in height now. Some things you trim all the way down the ground, some things you don't. Live it, work it, and learn it, right? If you're nervous about the height you're cutting down these shrubs and plants, on the perennial side of things, one good thing to do if you're not sure, if you grab that stalk at the bottom base and grab it, squeeze it, and it just kind of folds in like there's nothing inside of it, those hollow perennials, you just trim those all the way back to the ground and they come back every season. Just a quick tip on the grasses here, do not scalp them to the dirt. Leave about a 6-inch to a foot height of the old cuttings. That way it gives support structure to the new growth next year and helps it stand up instead of flopping out and falling to the ground. Just little tips. You know, throughout the years I've been out here doing this work, I've learned a lot of knowledge from different people. And many times the homeowners are the ones who help me gain this knowledge on the different perennials that they have in their places that they have understandings on. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and trim this cypress up, and got some juniper over here to trim, so get some footage. This cypress back here in the back, this is what we call a weed tree, okay? It came out of nowhere, probably from a bird dropping, something like that, and it grew, all right? This weed tree cypress, it's an evergreen. It's got the pine needle structures to the leaves, so if you trim it back too hard, it's not going to grow back new growth. Once you cut that green off down to the sticks, it'll stay sticks. Pretty much you ruin the bush if you trim it back too much. Many of you guys watching are just shaking your heads thinking, this man is risking his life every time he climbs this stupid ladder, trimming these tall bushes when he could just go invest in the lawn trimmers. You're right, I am. At this time of my life, I'm still pretty confident in my balance, and I don't mind climbing ladders and trimming shrubs. And almost all my properties, well, I'll say all my properties, I can reach every single shrub, tree, bush, I can get to it with my smallest set of trimmers and my 2 different ladders that are both ancient. So, although I agree, the lawn trimmers would be beneficial on plenty of these shrubs and trees that I trim. I just do not want to invest in them just for the comfort of a handful of shrubs. So yeah, you can watch me on the juniper. Oh yeah, gentlemen, that fall rain. Gotta love it, especially when it comes in the middle of the day and you're almost done. So, I guess I'm gonna put some clothes on and go out there and finish. Got that one juniper and the one tall tree I gotta trim up. Not happy, but I'll do it. I've already been paid. I don't want to come back tomorrow, so I might get footage if I can keep my camera dry. If not, you saw what you saw. So guys, I'm 44 years old. I started this career when I was 15. And I'm telling you right now, most of the time, I do not work in the rain. Majority of the time, I'll sit it out. This rain here came unexpectedly. It was only supposed to be a 20-minute shower, and that 20 minutes turned into about 6 hours of rain. So here we are battling through it. But guys, when you have a schedule and you have properties that have to get done by Christmas Eve, it's still crunch time for me. It ain't like mowing season where it's go, 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 go. But I'm telling you, I have to get these properties done in a timely fashion to get everything accomplished. So rain or shine, we're gonna be out here doing this stuff. Getting it done. Now, this part right here is where I need those extension trimmers. I know, sit back and laugh, because this did nothing but irritate me. I had to go around this thing a couple different times to get this actual ladder placed correctly. I had to wedge it up into this bush. Just wedge it. Boom, boom. And then we do a little balancing act to get it done. At any rate, yeah. One of these days I'll go ahead and drop that $550, $600 on the set that I really want, and I'll keep them for 20 years. It'll be a steel product, and it'll last for sure. So we're going to talk about some really good stuff here once I get to this next part. So get ready for it. Remember, it's wet, it's slippery, and I am insane. I've already heard it.
It's raining, obviously. But that was the last big bush. That was the last load. Chris gonna have to tarp over there. And now we gotta get into this thing. You like that, huh? Look like the Bushman growing green. So yeah, last year I monkeyed up in there and hand sawed all the dead stuff out of it. This year you can see just a few little hanging down limbs. So knock that out. Then we'll go ahead and get the blowers on that, clean it up, and that'll be a day. But it's raining, ain't it, Chris?
Oh yeah.
Raining for about 40 minutes probably. Everything's soaked. Hey, it's all good, right? That's what we do.
A little waterlogged.
Yeah. That's a little bit overfilled for the wetness, but we'll get it. Here we go. Marine Corps uppercutted that thing with my knee on. Fatal blow to the nose. Bang! Tarp goes in.
Here we go. Up on a wet roof. A roof that has had this tree overhanging it for years. Nice and slippery up there. No worries, I got the right boots on. I got the right hand tools. That saw is sharp. So look, while you watch me trim this thing, we're going to talk about why I do all these things at the end of the season. My mowing revenue, my income from mowing is done, okay? Every single job you see me do is averaging 500 to 800 on these normal sized properties, okay? To me, I only make 240 to 300 a month mowing grass on 4 different visits. So in this one visit to these homes to do this final cleanup, trimming, using the knowledge that I have to make this money, I am generating 2 to 3 months of my normal mowing money. So therefore, this is pretty much year-round contract money from these properties. Because I didn't mow December, January, February, but I made this one visit $500. So that's 2.5 months worth of mowing this property. It's a good deal. It's worth learning the knowledge to go out here and get paid top dollar and do your top notch, top level work. Love doing some tree climbing. Used to do it for full-time work, for my own business. I don't get up in too many trees anymore. This one was easy. There's another extra income right there. Gutter cleaning. Jump up there, blow them gutters out, make sure they're clean, make that green, and go home. Day's almost over now. It's still raining. It's been kind of miserable, but Chris has had a smile on his face, laughing and joking with me the entire day. I cannot say many helpers of mine would ever do that.
Don't give up. We thought about it, but we didn't. And now we got that job done. And tomorrow, boom, 2 houses down, knock that one out too. Y'all be good, man. Y'all be good. Peace.